Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the Arsenal Career Mode on FC25. As you know, I set up some youth scouts recently. I've added a couple of players from the reports. I think I had maybe 5 or 6 average to pretty decent players, but I've got a problem. I wasn't scouting for goalkeepers, so I don't have a goalkeeper and I cannot participate in the youth tournaments without a goalkeeper. I wish, and I know it's a stupid thing, but imagine if you could just say, it's fine, I'll put my right back in goal. You know, that'd be pretty hilarious. But that means, of course, I do need to change one of my scouts from scouting midfielders, defenders, whatever, to scouting goalkeepers until I can find a good one. But these are the players that I found. Unfortunately, I wasn't the luckiest. My best player is Toby Yates, who actually looks pretty good. But I would argue that Ethan Todd here is a little bit better, although he looks a bit funny. I've got to say, this is very honest feedback, and I will be passing it on to EA. I think the youth players look awful. They look genuinely scary at times, and very feminine as well. It feels like 80% of the players I've seen that are randomly generated have very female-looking faces. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, okay? So I'm not too disappointed that I'm potentially not going to find the next Leo Messi or whatever. But of course, it's a new feature and I wanted to give it a go. But I think I said it in episode 2 or 3. I'm not going to be focusing on Youth Academy in the Arsenal Career Mode so much. So hopefully they can make little improvements here and there and we can revisit the Youth Academy with a bit more focus. But for now, let's go ahead and recall one of my scouts. We'll bring back Giles, I think. Recall. And then as soon as he's available to go back out again, we'll look for a goalkeeper. Now, before we get into the first games of the episode, I want to say thank you so much to all the feedback on my shortlist of players that I should sign. There is a name that keeps coming up that I keep forgetting to add myself, and that is Kudus. Now, the reason I'm adding him is not just because of feedback, but because, well, you're going to see it in the next few minutes. I've got some games that I've played off camera, and I've got highlights of them. And let's just say in one of those games, I might be facing West Ham, and I might be up against Kudus down through the middle and on that right side. And it was horrific. He is so good. So I'm adding him to my shortlist, and we're going to jump into those highlights now. And I'm not giving anything away. I'm not saying I lost the game or whatever, but Kudus, wow. So let's take a look at the Champions League table. Yeah, it's not looking great, guys. But if we look at it positively, okay, we have played 4 and we've only lost once. Yeah, I think that works. It's a bit more positive than saying we haven't won in 4 games. But anyway, look, we're going to put that behind us. And today, we're going to go to Portugal and win. We have to. We absolutely cannot afford to fail to win again. So we're going to, I think this is a brand new stadium in FC25, unless it was put in last year and I just didn't get the chance to play there. But I'm pretty certain they've added a few stadiums this year, and this is one of them. And Sporting are a fantastic team. So many great young players. It was very important, though, that we just put on a good performance. And we come very close there with Havertz, and then Gyökeres very nearly scoring as well. We're getting some quick fire highlights here. Havertz, though, through on goal, and just before the 20th minute, we've scored. And that celebration might just do my head in a little bit if I keep doing it. I need to remember, when I score with Havertz, press a different button. Here is Martinelli. Lovely cross into Havertz again. And would you believe it, 6 minutes later, we've doubled our lead and we are on our way to our first victory in the Champions League. Right? I hope so. Saka through on goal. I think it took a little bit of a deflection there. Very unlucky. And now we're into the second half. We've lost the ball. Here's Gyökeres again. What a strike and what a save. Now, Gyökeres, of course, a hot player on the market right now. I'm sure loads of teams would love to have him. He is on the shortlist. We'll be taking a look at him when we get to Season 2. What a ball that is for Martinelli. And now, for sure, 3-goal lead. We're going to win this, right? And tell me, does this goal remind you of anything? I'm thinking Mbappe World Cup final against Argentina. I'm not saying Martinelli's on Mbappe's level, by the way. Just saying the goal reminded me of it. That kind of side swipe. Again, though, Raya being called upon there. Without Raya doing so well in goal, we probably wouldn't have had such an easy game today. It's 3-0, but probably should be 2-2, something like that. And would you look at this? It's 4! At this point, I just took a massive sigh of relief. That, you know, that deep breath you do, like, we've finally done it. We've actually managed to win a game in the Champions League. And it was 4-0 away in Portugal. Incredible scenes. But now it's time for the game against West Ham. I've already mentioned Kudus. Yeah, he's definitely added to the shortlist. What a player. And I love the bubbles, by the way. Really cool. And now, straight away, we are under pressure. Fulkrog getting through. Saliba takes him out, and it's a penalty. Soft, but probably fair. And what a strike that is as well. Incredible. Into that top right corner. And I don't think, even though I guessed it right, there was no way I was going to get to it. Havertz, though, almost equalising just a few moments later. He's just such an all-rounder, isn't he? He's so good in the air as well. And here is Saka, still unable to get the equaliser. Good save by Areola there. Martinelli into Havertz. Good save. Saka with the rebound. And it's saved again. Areola keeping West Ham in the lead here. And now into the second half. Ødegaard over to Martinelli. It was a lovely ball, but it was offside. And we are quickly running out of time. Here is Kudus winning the ball. He's playing in a central area here. Sees a gap, cuts through. Saliba is gone. And what a finish. It was this moment I thought, oh, yeah, Kudus. Okay. Maybe we should be taking a look at him. It's a very, very good finish. It looked a little bit rushed, but hey, it worked. And now we've only got a couple of minutes left to potentially try and rescue a point. Try and score 2 late goals. Rice against his old club, putting it wide there. He scored an absolute screamer last season in real life, didn't he, here? But unfortunately, guys, West Ham got the best of us today. We had some good chances. It's a real shame. 2-0 loss, and we need to get back to winning ways, and it just so happens to be Manchester United at home next. A tough game. There I am walking out with Erik ten Hag. The Bald brothers. Onana there. Not the best goalkeeper, if I can say so myself. Although in game, I think he's going to be pretty good. So kickoff, 4 minutes in. Martinelli gets on the ball here with a shot coming in. That's not going to test Onana, but Martinelli really getting involved early on, and he's definitely having a much, much better time at the moment. Havertz with a strike. Onana saves it. Saka, not sure why I tried to shoot there. He's actually fallen over trying to make that attempt. It was never going to work, was it? But here is Saka again, over the top for Havertz. What a touch, what a goal. And I'm going to say this right now, guys. This is one of my best goals I've scored so far. One of my favourites, at least. It's such a good-looking goal because the ball is perfect from Saka. But look at this touch. Oh, my God, Havertz, stop it. It might just be the easiest way to score in this game, by the way. If you hold the ball just beyond their defensive line and wait for a run in behind, just chip it over the top. Take a touch, tuck it home. It's absolutely beautiful. And by the way, they were not playing their strongest team. They had Anthony. But Rashford was on the left side, and Rashford does what he can do when he's in form, and that is score goals from that left side. And the bench are very happy about that. I want to see Rashford doing well. I really do. He's such a polarising player at times. I do find that he gets a lot of heat for things that maybe aren't very fair. I know he hasn't been the best recently, but I want to see Marcus doing well. Maybe in an Arsenal shirt. You never know. But they've actually made a massive mistake, and it was my turn to see the bench excited. We've scored 2-1, and now Manchester United have work to do. Anthony getting through Calafiori there. Good save from Raya. And Timber clears his lines. We've got 15 minutes to go. Calafiori caught out a little bit here. And we've got Xerxes through. And again, Raya is needed. Corner coming in now. It's going to be their captain, Bruno Fernandes. Fernange. Good header, unfortunately for them, just over the bar. But Rashford is through again. And it's over to Casemiro, and Raya makes yet another save. This second half has not been easy. A lot of defending. That was thankfully offside. But Marcus Rashford, you know, I was just mentioning it. When he's playing well, he's almost unstoppable. But we get the win against the run of play, really. And now we're doing the press conference at the end here. And you'll see that I encourage Calafiori almost and realise, wait, hang on. He's in that sweet spot. And then he is now complacent. So I'm wondering how that's going to affect his stats and the way he plays now that he's complacent. I don't think it'll have such a huge effect, but for sure next time we get some questions about Calafiori, I'll make sure that we bring him back to reality a little bit. I think it's a really cool system, to be fair. But now up against Fulham, Martinelli really is having some great games at the moment. Opens the scoring within the first 5 minutes. Look at that for a finish. Right into the top corner. And of course, against Fulham, I was fully expecting to see Emile Smith-Rowe. I really missed the guy. And he started this game. Good strike there from Havertz. But watch out for that number 32. Maybe at some point I could bring him home. I don't know. I've always loved Smith-Rowe. I'm a huge fan of his, and I was gutted to see him leave. Another corner coming in from Declan Rice. Look how consistent my corners are. But Leno, ex-Arsenal as well. They've got so many ex-Arsenal players. It is actually wild. Have you noticed, by the way, we're in the second half now and it's darker? That is the dynamic weather. So we've kicked off at dusk and now it's night. Really, really cool. Here's Trossard. Dinks it in for Havertz. It's 2-0. It doesn't matter how many ex-Arsenal players you've got. You cannot be Arsenal. And we've taken a 2-goal lead. Here is Smith-Rowe at the end. It was nice to see him on the ball a little bit. He didn't have a great game, to be fair. But let me know, would you like to see Smith-Rowe back in an Arsenal shirt? Maybe we can make that happen in, I don't know, Season 3 or something like that. But Kai Havertz in very good form, as he has been this entire season so far. And we're back into the Champions League. And again, it's quite simple, guys. I have to win because of the lack of wins at the start. And Saka, so unlucky, offside here as he slams it into the top corner. Quite literally our first attack of the game, and we almost scored. Well, we did score. It just doesn't count, unfortunately. Going for the shot here with Declan Rice. I probably shouldn't have done that, but the keeper had to make the save. Although, looking back, it looks like it might have hit the post, or it might have just gone wide if he wasn't there. Here is Sterling getting a start. Keeps the ball in play. Getting the shot away. Oh, it's bouncing everywhere. Just couldn't go in. But yeah, because of the lack of points at the start of this Champions League season, I'm just playing catch-up. And there is another ex-Arsenal player, of course, Balogun. He's got a face scan this year. But it's still 0-0. And now we are deep into the second half, struggling to get that goal. Trossard into Jesus, on as a sub. And that is what we need Jesus to be doing more. When I get him on the pitch, I need him scoring. He hasn't been very good. But that was a huge moment. But an even bigger moment. And Raya is there again. And look how much it means to the boys. We are so, so close to getting yet another win in the Champions League here. And it's another save by Raya. And we've done it. 2 wins in the Champions League. Yes. Come on. That is exactly what we needed. So things are looking a lot better. We have definitely improved in Europe. And we're absolutely killing it in the Premier League right now. Here are the standings. After 15 games, we've got a nice little 4-point gap above Liverpool and Spurs. Man United sitting in 4th, and then it's Villa and City on 26 points. Honestly, I think everyone would agree with me. We were all probably expecting City to be right up there, probably ahead of me at this point. I mean, I've lost 2 games. I've drawn a game as well. But 12 wins means I am by far leading the way. 4 points is a lot at this point. It really is. But the real surprise for me is just City not doing enough. When they've got someone like Haaland, come on. And obviously De Bruyne and all the other great players. At the bottom, we've got Southampton. No real surprise there. Ipswich. Nottingham Forest not doing as well as they are in real life at the moment. Bournemouth, Brighton, Brentford, Leicester. I fully expect that Nottingham Forest will probably underperform in real life eventually, and we will see them near the relegation zone just like they are right now. But we are about to take on Everton. They are in 11th place. And if I win this, after 16 games, we would have 40 points. Very good. There is Martinelli, who has started to really improve over the last few games. Really beginning to see the best of him. Look how tall Havertz is. I think people forget just how big Havertz actually is. He's obviously quite slim, quite slender, but he is the tallest player in the squad, and he's our top scorer as well. He has been superb this season. Zinchenko got a start today, mainly because Calafiori's just dead on his feet. And by the way, I'm still having massive issues with Gabriel and Saliba. It feels like maybe it's a bug that centre-backs are not recovering their fitness correctly. Go on, Martinelli. Yeah, I don't think he was ever going to win that against Branthwaite. But it's something to look out for. I'd love to know if you guys are having the same issues if you've got the game. Because everyone else in my team, every other position, recovers fine. But almost every single game, Gabriel and Saliba are lacking fitness. Here's Harrison. Gabriel's going to slide here. Oh, no. Well, that's going to be a yellow card for Gabriel 9 minutes into the game. And they've scored from the corner. Unbelievable. Misery compiler. Not quite, but Beto has scored for Everton. They are going to be very dangerous with corners, free kicks. Whoa! Slight glitch and bug there. Look at this. We've got 4 players jumping up for it, and Beto wins it. Of course he does. That is unbelievable. Okay, 1-0 down, but we've got a lot of this game to play. That's a lovely ball. Oh, Odegaard. Oh, it's just wide of the post. That was almost pretty much an instant reply there. Oh, mistake. Come on, make them pay. Back heel it. That's fine. Saka. Yes. No. I thought it was in. I saw the net move. I thought we've equalised, but no. No way. Zinchenko's out of position? No. That's not like him. He is genuinely rubbish as a defender. Really good with the ball. Stepping into midfield. Oh my God. What is that pace from Beto? He's actually scored. Well, we've got Tierney leaving in January. He is joining Newcastle. Maybe Zinchenko will be on his way out as well, because technically, I guess it's my fault. I've got him playing as a false back, so he does step into midfield, but that's what he's good at, and he leaves gaps in behind. He's always out of position. Saliba was covering for some reason, and it wasn't Gabriel. I don't really know what to say there, and it was pretty much the last kick of the first half. We're 2-0 down at home to Everton. Oh, my God. We need an early goal. Havertz here. Good turn. Has he got the finish? It's blocked. Can we win this back straight away? Nope. And we are going to have Everton on the break, maybe? Nope, they've taken it slowly there. Oh, dearie me. Oh, what have they done? What have I done? Why did I pass that? What is wrong with me? Look how deep Everton is sitting, though. Oh, Martinelli. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Right, we're not celebrating. Run away. Let's just get straight into the kickoff here. We still need another goal here to equalise. But of course, I'm going to go for the win. All out, 3-2 win. Everton are the masters of going 2-0 up and then losing 3-2. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh! And we've done it! In about 5 minutes, we've gone from 2-0 to 2-2. Havertz again. And I've got to say, the tactic of just little chipped passes over the last defender is very, very strong. If you take a touch as well, like I have there, you can set yourself up and shoot because the goalkeepers don't rush out. Oh, really, Zinchenko? No. And now it's 3-2 to Everton. I shouldn't have took the mick, should I? Zinchenko again. I'm going to take him off. Look how easy it was to just roll past him. And I tried to step away with Gabriel, try and block the shot. Nah, I'm not doing this. Zinchenko out. I mean, Calafiori is tired, but not exhausted. It should be okay. Look at Saliba, the poor guy. He can barely walk. We'll bring in Timber. And I've got White on a yellow, Gabriel on a yellow. I could put Declan Rice in at centre-back, but I'm not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to rest Rice. Let's put in Partey. And Jesus has been complaining again that he's not getting enough minutes. So we will put him on. 3 changes, and I need 2 more goals. We've got space over here. Don't know what Ødegaard's doing in this position. Oh, Jesus. Off the post. This is actually insane. What a game we've had. Could have easily had 7 or 8 goals by now. Combined. I don't mean I would have scored 8. That would have been ridiculous. Ben White, why not have a go? Ooh, Pickford again. I've just brought on Trossard for the final 10 minutes. Let's see if he can help us as well, because Martinelli was getting tired. Here's Calafiori. Marino over to Ødegaard. What is he doing on this left side? Tell you what, though. We'll whip in across to Saka. On his right foot? Nah. What the hell just happened there? They're going to score again, aren't they? I've got so many gaps in defence. I've got my players going forward a lot. Here's McNeil. Come off it. Raya, big save. Well, I'm not going to get the chance to get on the break again. That's going to be it, isn't it? I can't believe this. Top of the league by 4 points. Everton at home. Surely we continue our winning ways? No. Lose. Brilliant. Normally, even though I didn't appreciate the performance, I would just encourage, console, whatever. Just get their morale up. But do you know what? Zinchenko, you were absolutely rubbish. I am criticising you. Get out of our club. I was so excited to sign Zinchenko, and he was great that first season. But teams caught on. They knew what we were doing. And all of a sudden, Zinchenko just wasn't enough. He isn't good enough anymore. He will be going. I don't know if I'll sell him in January, though, because in an emergency situation, I can play him in midfield, you know. Ben White, he's still playing well at the moment. We'll motivate him. And then console him as well. Oh, he's very happy. Oh, good boy, Benny. Just wanted to say I appreciate the games you're giving me, boss. Really happy about it. Don't let it get to your head, bro. Wait, his morale was less. He wasn't happy before, and now all of a sudden he was happy, and now happier. Okay, clearly a little bit of a bug there. And by the way, just to make things even better, we've got Man City in the Cup next, so that's fun. We have an update on Calafiori. We now have attacking wingback plus available. I'm going to trade out Stopper so he can play left back, attacking wing back, but still has plus in defending and plus in ball playing defender. So that is good. Havertz also had an update, and I've applied advanced forward plus. That is huge. What a player, by the way. I know he's not maybe the most exciting striker I could have when I could go for Gyökeres and Isaac and Sesko and all of these guys, but Havertz is King Kai. I love the guy, and he is my number 9. Giles is now ready to be set up, and we are going to go to... What kind of goalkeeper do I want? I might go Argentina. Should we get a new Martinez? Let's go for a 3-month scouting mission in Argentina, and we're looking for sweeper keeper, goalkeeper. That's the only position you can search for. If you're looking for a goalkeeper, you can't look for anything else. And if you're looking for anything else, you can't find a goalkeeper. It's goalkeeper or nothing, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can test it. 3 months. So if I select centre-back, yeah, look, goalkeeper is now locked. And now everything else is locked. Now it's time for the City game, and I'm just intrigued. Who could we have drawn? Doncaster, Sheffield United, Wolves, Bristol, Liverpool, Spurs, and Liverpool have made it through to the semi-finals by the looks of it. So, of course, we got drawn against Man City, and it's the Carabao Cup. I'm going with what I said I would do, and that is I'm rotating the squad, and it doesn't matter who we're playing. I want to give some of the fringe players some minutes, and the Carabao Cup is perfect for that because I don't really care about winning this too much. This is still a really strong squad. I'm keeping Ødegaard in there. Trossard, Jesus and Sterling up front. So it's a very strong front three. Jorginho and Partey in midfield. I thought about putting Nwaneri in, but I can't put him in at centre mid because he gets such a downgrade. And I don't think he's quite good enough to be on the wing. I could do it. Shall I do Sterling on the left and then Nwaneri on the right? Why not? Let's do it. Tomiyasu, White, Kivior, Calafiori, and in goal, Neto. I would love to use Saliba or Gabriel. Obviously, I'm rotating today, but as I've said so many times, look, everyone is pretty much fully fit, and then there's Saliba and Gabriel who are knackered. And I can't individually do their training because then it takes me off the automated thing that I'm using, which I really like. It's a really cool feature. So I'm kind of stuck. It must be a bug. There's no way that they are the only players that get tired. Doesn't make any sense. I'm wondering actually if I rest White and put in Timber. Okay, look, this is a good enough team to compete against Man City. And we're going to jump into Match Sim and see how we get on in this first half. Of course, I can always jump in if needed. Let's see what Pep has done with their team. They've gone Edison, Rico Lewis, Akanji, Ruben Diaz, Ake, Rodrigo, Kovacic, De Bruyne, Foden, Haaland, Doku. It's their first team in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Pep, are you scared? Are you scared of me? Well, I think my odds of winning have just plummeted. I was expecting a rotated team, but you never know. We could still come away with a result here. We are at home. Well, guys, so far so good. We are 35 minutes in, 0-0, but look at the stats. Oh, no. Oh, Haaland. That's their first shot. We've had 3 so far. Oh, and now they've had 3 as well. 4. Just like that, magically, they are the better side in terms of chances created, or at least shots. We are coming to half-time, though. Go on, put it through. Oh, Sterling was in there. Come on. Last chance before the break. Yes! Come on, Jesus! Against his old club. Right before the break. Oh, I'm so surprised, though. I really thought City would dominate here. Let's jump to tactical view. And obviously we can change the camera. Which one's going to be my favourite camera to use here? Oh, I don't like it when you have the vertical view. I think that's what they call it. I think this is probably my favourite one. But the thing is, when you're watching it with this tactical view, it's obviously a much slower simulation. I don't want to sit around and watch the entire game. Oh no, Haaland. Why has he turned? Well done, Timber. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus has made it 2-0. Okay, now we secure the win by putting in Zinchenko. No, honestly, just fresh legs. That's fine. Marino and Trossard. Ooh, actually, should I take off Nwaneri? Yeah, I should. Clearly, Nwaneri hasn't been out of place today, but I really, really would like to beat City here without even playing. This is going so well, but I know out of nowhere, players like De Bruyne, Foden, and of course, Haaland, they'll create something out of nothing. Oh my God, we're in the box again. Jesus, he's offside, but he could get a hat-trick here. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. Do you know what? I was about to jump in, but I believe in my team, okay? I'm not going to jump in. Let's see if we can actually hang tight and make it through. Oh, Jesus. With just moments to go, that was his hat-trick right there. But I think we've made it. Come on. Ref, blow that whistle. It's going to be one last chance for City. Yes! Oh my God, we've actually done it. We actually beat City. Jesus surely got man of the match. He did. An 8.5. City were really quite poor. Not good at all. We've got another scouts update here. I didn't actually show you this bit before. I just put the players into Youth Academy, the ones that I thought looked good. But honestly, none of these players look good. And again, they all look like little girls. What is going on? You're telling me Matthew Partridge isn't a girl? Look at Harley Woods as well. He's got lipstick. Okay, well, they're not awful. I think Matthew Partridge has very good potential. I guess we could sign him up. Doesn't hurt, does it? And maybe Harley Woods, but the other guys... So potential is over. It's above my head, as you can see here, and it's not the easiest thing to see. I wish it would show the age maybe in the top right corner. So you have Billy Nash, 16, and then you have overall potential, just so it's a bit quicker. But yeah, honestly, I'm not too keen on any of the players I've signed up so far. And by the way, their wages are ridiculous. Some of these players that are, what, let's say 58 rated, they're going to want 20 to 25,000 per week when you sign them up. Like, I know that's where football's going, but it isn't there yet. And we've got a full scout report on Kudus. He is 82 rated. So to compare him with Sane, for example, obviously he's a lot younger. I think I would go Kudus over Sane. Do you know what? I'm actually going to remove Sane from the list. I think I'd rather go with Kudus just because of the age profile. Okay, Sane is out. The other option, of course, is still Bakayoko, who is the youngest at 21, 79 rated, great potential, but I think he's almost too good to not at least start half the games. See, look, this is where I sit with Kudus. Great player and very versatile. I could play him through the middle, and as you saw, he's very good at cam as well. And I feel like, because this is going to sound really bad, but he's nearer his full potential. He's almost going into his prime, okay, which is what, 25 to 30 for a winger. And I feel like I can get away with having him as a backup player, but Bakayoko, he will fly into those 80s, and by season 2, season 3, he will need to be a starter. I don't think that would happen with Kudus. But anyway, we'll leave that for next season. The start of season 2 is when I'm looking to bring in a potential winger. In terms of my January plans, as you know, I'm going to be going for Hato. I really, really think he's going to be a great player for us. We will make sure his physical and his defending go up, because I do plan on using him as a centre-back as well as a left-back. He's literally a Calafiori type player for me. And obviously with Kivior leaving, he's a replacement for him. I'm definitely looking to bring in Garcia if Neto leaves. Bournemouth are not happy with the lack of game time. I've also added Onana, by the way. I know he was close to joining Arsenal, potentially, and I do like him. He could be the perfect Jorginho, Partey replacement, but the real player that I'm most excited to bring into midfield is actually Timber's brother, Quinton Timber. So we'll be looking at him more closely in the January transfer window. But thank you for watching, guys. The next episode will be finishing up, I think, 3 games before the window opens. So I might be making my first signing in the next episode, and I will see you then.